All right, fellas, let's see what's going on today this morning. Um, I won't be on possibly. I'll probably be on till 9 o'clock, maybe 9:30, but let's see what happens, fellas. Let's see what happens today. Let's talk about text today, guys. Technicals. Let's see what's going on in the technical world, guys. Um, give me just a few, fellas. Give me just a few. All right, fellas. See what we got today. Let's look at higher time frames first. See what we got with higher time frames. All right, so we're at this 60 right here. I was talking about last night how I wanted to see this thing come back down to this 50. Now, whether or not, um, if we do come down to this 50, let's see if there is even a bounce off of this first, guys. Um, but I did mention I wanted to see this thing come down to the 50, guys, last night. So if y'all weren't there for it, I was on about 6 o'clock, guys, and I said that we were possibly coming back down to this 50 here. Now, I want to see the MACDs follow the same trend line, because if we can get the same trend line coming back down, guys, we could have a sell-off. Just depends on what happens on the lower time frames, guys. Let's go to the 30. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Matt, JD, Technology Forever, Keith, Mob. Welcome. Welcome, fellas. Money. Welcome. Um, I did say last night, like I said before last night, I wanted to see this thing come back down to this 50. If it does close below this 50 and retest at 50, then I might be shorting today. Um, so let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what's going on. It's got to stay below this 50, guys. You can come back to the 7 here and retest it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and enter some shorts today, guys. I'm gonna enter some shorts today. But I want to check on this 1 minute. See what happens on this 1 minute, guys. I want to check on this 1 minute, fellas. I will be here until 9 o'clock, and then I have to get off because I got stuff I got to do, guys. I might stay here till 9:10, maybe 9:20, maybe 9:30, maybe when market opens, but um, I'm not going to be here for long, guys. So what I'm looking at today, guys, is if you're looking at this, oh, I can't see that. Sorry about that, guys. All right, if you're looking at this right here, guys, I want to see this thing close below this 50 or bounce above this 50 and keep riding up. Um, if you're looking at the stochastics, I know that it's not up here, guys, but um, if you're looking at the stochastics, I want to be able to see it, those lines cross above uh, either at 20, somewhere around that area, and go to the upside. So let's see what happens, fellas. What's going on, Cuddle? All right, let's see what happened. Thanks for the follow. Cuddle, Jason, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. Much love. Let's see what happens, guys. See what happens today. Let's look at this 5. All right, let's see if we can bounce off this 5 right here. Let's see if we can bounce off that 5, guys. Or off that 7. Just a 1 minute. Let's see what happens, guys. DXY going to fill its gap. I can check it out. I only do technicals, guys. I only do technical analysis. So let's see DXY. Give me 1 second. What gap, brother? What gap on DXY? Are you talking about to the upside? We could possibly go to the upside sometime soon, depending on what happens on the 4 hour. Uh, if on the 4 hour, if the MACD's crosses over, then I could possibly see a gap up, but I don't know. We just have to wait and see. If you're looking at the 1 and the 2 hour, and those stochastics do cross over, then yeah, I could see it go up. But that's about it. That's all I see for that. So, all right, guys, let's see what happens here. We do have a crossover. I want to see this. I want to see this MACD right here keep riding up. If it keeps riding up, then I will be getting into long positions, guys. Yeah, it's gapped down. I'm waiting for bulls. Yeah, I'm seeing the upside. We're already close on. If you're looking at the stochastics, we're already at its bottom. Like I said, if it really just depends on what's going to happen with if you're looking at the daily, maybe maybe if we do get off bounce off that signal line on the MACD, I use a different setting than everyone else, but on my settings, if it's we're about on that signal line, if we can get a bounce off that signal line and move it to the upside, then yeah, I can see it run up. So, but that's about it, guys. But I'm only focused on QQQ, guys. MNQ and QQQ, and maybe some other stocks like Nvidia, Tesla, and stuff like that. But I don't go beyond that. Or I do. I look at Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, AI, Google, Coin, Nvidia, and I have my eyes on FFIE, but that thing is not going to move anytime soon, I don't think. And BlackRock, I have my eyes on BlackRock, and that's about it, guys. I don't do all the stocks. I just focus on just a couple of them. So, right, fellas. All right. Let's just work on technicals right now. Let's see what's going on. Let me see if my buddies are on. Let's see what's going on. Nope, nobody's on. Okay. All right, fellas. So, MACD crosses are better on stocks and futures. Bullish or bearish today? So last night when I was on I called this out last night coming back down to this 50. I want to see it bounce off this 50 and be bullish today. But if we close below that and retest that and close below it again, then I'll be bearish. This is on the 1 hour, on the 60 minutes. So it really just depends on what happens at 9:30. But I'm not going to be on, guys. I'm just going to be on here until 9 o'clock, 9:10 possibly, and then that's it. So I have a lot of things that I got to get done because I have to get back home sometime this week. So let's see if we can get that gap filled down to the bottom. If we do, I'm looking at QQQ's 462.14, 460.43, 464.43 to the downside, guys, or or possibly 469.80 to the downside. Trizen 200s. See the relationship with price, it gives better entries. All right. Hey, we're here to learn from each other, guys. So let's see what I'm on. I'm gonna say Mitchie. I don't want to say your name wrong, Mitchie. I think that's what it is. Let's see. Let's try 200, guys. I don't use 200s. I used 7, 21, and 50, guys. But I'll put 200. Let's see what we do. And I'm gonna put this one as I already have that color. I'm gonna put it as a uh, medium blue or something like that. Solid color. Let's put it to 200. Jeez. I don't know about that, brother. I don't know. As far as, I mean, on the 15, I got you. I got you. Look for it. Check the 2 minute and the 5 minute. All right, let's see what we do. Let's learn from each other, guys. 2, I'm looking at the 5. Yeah, I mean, I'll leave it on here and I'll try it, but as far as right now, the only thing that I see anything relative would be this blue line down here, and that would mean um, a retest of this 50 from what I'm seeing on the 15. That's all I'm seeing, guys. I'm not seeing anything else. Yeah, I can see this down here as a support level, but that's way down there. That's the 30. That's the 15. I can see a bounce off of here, but it really depends on the stochastics. No, I don't see a pattern, brother. Um, I don't see what you're talking about. I got you. I see what you're saying now. I got you. I see what I see what you're saying. Um, yeah, this is the reason why I used the 50 here. Um, I could possibly relate this 50 to this 200, and if it stays between here and it doesn't cross this 200, then yeah, we're probably reversing back. Yeah, yeah, I see it. That's good stuff, man. Good stuff. All right, guys, it's already 8:17. I'll be on here for a bit, probably till 9:10 or something, and then I have to get off. So, but let's see if we can make an entry. Let's try to see if the MACD on the 1 minute goes above zero, I'll be entering long. So if we go above zero, I'll be entering long and probably shorting it up here, depending on what happens. So but that's pretty cool. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna wait for the stochastics first, and then I'll place an entry. I'm gonna wait for stochastics, and then I'll wait for entry to the upside. I'll go longs. I'll go long positions. Yeah, that's in Q. This is QQQ. All right, so this is MNQ, guys, and this is NQ right here. I was trading last night. I did make about $223 after six, and do I see what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for the stochastics to show me. If this 7 and the 21 cross over and comes above this 50, then I'll be entering long positions, but I'm gonna wait, guys. I'm gonna wait for the stochastics. I'm not gonna enter no position just yet because we still can come back down. See that? We're bouncing off this 7 here. I want to see it cross over. I want to see this. I want to see, I know y'all can't see it. I want to see the stochastics cross over, guys. I'm not entering yet. And I'm not going to be in here for long either. So I want to be able to, it's bouncing off this 21 on that 3, bouncing off that 7 on the 5. Do I have a Discord? I do, but I just never use it. I don't have nobody on there. Trump, Trump girl, welcome. Cassius King, welcome. Keith, I see you. Sammy, I see you. The shot guy, I see you. Danny, Mr. High Five, welcome. I do have Discord, guys. It's Man of Many Trades if y'all look it up. I um I don't I don't use it. I do have it. It's just that nobody. I do tell people to see if if they want to come join the community and stuff, but nobody. If price doesn't break the swing low, don't enter. If I see the way I'm looking at this, brother, is if the stochastics don't cross over on the downside and the MACDs aren't close to that 0, then I'm not entering. I want to see the stochastics cross over to the upside, be bottomed out, cross over to the upside. I want to see this MACD and the signal line cross over. I want to be able to see the candle cross over this 21 while the 7 and the 21 cross over and above this 50 on the 1 minute. That's how I'm seeing everything right now. Right now it's just a mess. So I'm not going to enter just yet. Let it marinate. Welcome, guys. So I'm looking for a lot of things, guys, not just one thing. I'm looking at this. This NinjaTrader actually makes this trend line for you. Sometimes, a lot of times I see it, it's wrong, but you can just kind of reference it, guys. All right, guys, that's the 30-minute. Let's look at the 1 hour. All right, so we're coming back down to this. I want to see a bounce off this 50, guys. Use Sierra chart. I want to see a bounce off this 50, fellas. I want to see a bounce off this 50 and come back up. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I think, I don't know, I didn't mark it. These were somewhere else earlier today. They were up here. I marked those yesterday up here. I don't know why they're down here, but it is what it is, guys. All right, so you see this huge pullback right here, the MACD and the signal line. We have a lot of volume on this histogram on the bottom side. I want to see this volume get lower and lower. I've used a volume profile. I don't like it. I I I don't like it at all. I like using this right here. I want to see this volume right here go lower, guys. I want to see small bars coming down and down and down. Once I see that, then I'll start getting into positions. But right now, I'm not. It's too risky right now. I'm going to see if it breaks to the downside and I'll enter long positions, which it already did right here. But I want it to go even lower and then come back up, guys. I didn't get that entry. It's all right. I'm gonna wait, guys. I'm gonna wait. Stochastics. I'm gonna wait for the stochastics to come up, and then I'm gonna wait for the MACD levels to come up as well. But right now, it's just too risky. Look at that. It's riding off this 21 on the 3 minute, and on the 5 minute, it's riding off that 7. See, riding off this 7, guys. I'll test out stochastic. Never really got into it. I'm not. Okay, so here's the thing, brother. Let me tell you this, and I'm gonna tell this to everybody else. And I'm gonna give y'all like a really good tip, guys. Okay, so oh my eye's just hurting. All right, so if you go read on the MACD levels, or I mean, if you go read on the MACD and go to Wikipedia, read that read that section carefully, guys, and make some changes. I made some changes on mine, and the only reason why y'all see 12, 26, and 9 is because everybody else uses it, and But I don't. I use a different setting on my phone that I look at, and I've changed my settings, and I've worked really hard to get those settings perfected. So um, I'm not going to disclose those, but do change your settings on the MACD. Do change your settings on the stochastics. If you look at Wikipedia, go and read what it says, and you'll change just change your settings, guys. That's basically what I'm saying. All right, guys, so we are coming back down at this level here, looking at the stochastics. If the stochastics do come up, and then the MACD levels, um, the MACD crosses over that signal line, we come up. I'm gonna wait for a long position, guys. We have to cross this 7 here, and we have to cross this 21 here. You use Smooth EMA? Yeah, guys, so I just use EMAs. I use MACD, stochastics, and I use other ones. Um, Especially, what is it? Volume. I use the by pressure volume, guys, because I could see who's buying more either on the, yeah, I can see who's buying more or who's selling more, and that gives you kind of like a good idea of where things are going to go. But mainly what I look for is this, I gotta erase this stuff, guys. But I want to see a bounce off this 50, guys, on this 60. I want to see a bounce off of that, so just watch out for that, guys. I can't wait till I get back home, guys, so I can get on my desktop. Let's see if we can get a bounce off this 50, guys. See if we can get a bounce off this 50 to the upside. I got you, brother. I don't think I'm going to be on at 9:30, guys. I'm going to be possibly on till 9, about 9:10, because I have to get my stuff situated, and I have to get a car fixed, and I have to drive 5 hours away to get home. So, um, yeah, I'm way out here. And either way, I'm in North Carolina, guys. Just to let y'all know, I'm in North Carolina. Where are y'all guys from? Yeah, don't mind putting in a chat. I just want to see where people coming from. Oh, I had a special guest yesterday, actually. Jonathan Trebri Tre Tabrizi was on here yesterday. That was pretty cool. He's also another trader. He's usually live every day. He's live every day, but he actually came on. I didn't I thought it was pretty cool, guys. That's the first, I guess that's the first actual known what is it, known trader that I've seen. He has a lot of followings and everything. I don't. I'm just a little guy. Also too, I do have mentors, and they do work at firms. One of my buddies, he does work at a firm. My other mentor, he has his own LLC, which is Crocker Capital. Um, y'all should check out his stuff, guys. He's pretty well with long-term investments with equities. So y'all check him out. It is Crocker Capital LLC. He is on TikTok, and he's a really good friend of mine. So go check him out. He has very good information. He tells if you are into like economics and stuff and the news and stuff and what's going on and the possibilities, um, go check him out. He gives out a video every single day. He's on top of it. So go check out Crocker Capital LLC on TikTok, and y'all see what I'm talking about. All right, guys. So let's see what's going on here. I might just add okay, so I'm gonna wait, guys, for an entry for long positions, guys. I'm gonna wait for entry. I want to see this MACD cross over the signal line, and I want to see this stochastics keep running up. So I'm just gonna wait, fellas, to the upside. We do have a wick on QQQ. We do have a wick at 475.28. Let's see if that wick could be filled. And I'm watching Weeble right now. But this is NinjaTrader, guys. I'm watching I'm watching Weeble right now. Oh yeah, and another thing, if y'all really want to see things, guys, have either Fidelity or Weeble or one of them brokers opened up because y'all can see more things just on that, on those sites than if you just watch one chart. Let's say you just watch NinjaTrader. There are things on Fidelity, there are things on Weeble that you're not going to see on this. So just remember, have more brokerages open or more platforms open, so that way y'all can see these candles and wicks. I do see a wick all the way up to 475.28. Let's see if we can actually end VWAP. Actually, VWAP is, you know, just about there, but not right below it. So I'm looking at 475.28 on calls if we do go up. Those are for options trade, guys. But I'm not going to be doing no options trades today. I want to see a bounce off this 50 though. I want to see a bounce off this 50. We do have a level down here as well, so I'm going to keep this open just in case and see what happens. I want to see a bounce off this 50. If not, I'll go lower here. If not, then we could possibly let's check the daily, guys. Possibly come back to this 50 down here. This is why it's marked right here, guys. So let's look at the 60. This 50 right here is where that 60 is at. Right here, right there. So let's see what happens, guys. I'm not going to be entering just yet, guys. I'm not going to be entering just yet. I want to see what happens. All right, so we do have a crossover right here. Um, we can enter at this point, but I want to see it come back down just a little bit more. And then, or if we do get a pop above this 50 here on this 1 minute, then I'll be entering long positions. But we want to be able to wait. We want to see what happens first, guys. I'm gonna wait for a pullback. So you can actually, if it does come down here, guys, you can enter here and put a stop loss below this low here. Or you can just use this trend line as a reference, guys. So let's look at the 5 and see what's going on. I can still see this thing coming back down though. It hit this 7 on the 5, so we might bounce off of here, or we might come up all the way to this 21 here. And we're watching the MACDs, we're watching the stochastics at the same time, so just pay attention. Pay attention to other time frames, guys. There we go. We have a movement down. I'm going to wait. I'm just going to wait, guys. I'm not going to get it. This is basically the top of the range, right? We have a range here, right? And then we have a range right here, guys. Right? You want to be able to wait. You want to wait and see what happens because this could be actually a big pullback, guys. So I got in early, guys. So this is not a good idea. You shouldn't be doing this, but um, I'm just gonna scrap for change if I can. And I'm not gonna hold it for a while either. I'm just gonna wait. But I do know that if since we are close to Since we are close to this 50, I will be holding on to this, guys. I'll be holding on to this because I want to see it bounce off of this 50. So I will be holding it because we still can come back down here though. So besides this little contract, this is an M and Q. It's not going to affect me at all, guys. I'll be entering two more contracts on the bottom. So let's wait till it hits that 50 first. Let's wait till it hits that 50 and then I'll be entering. I want to enter at its bottom so that way my break even can go lower, guys. Let's look at that 5. I'm just gonna wait, guys. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna check out that 1 minute. That is at 19,684.88 for that 50. It is 19,684.88, guys. Like I said, I want to see this which time frame. I want to see a bounce off this 50. Is it December? December contracts? I don't know. All right, guys. So I want to see if we can get a pullback off that 50. I want it to come up to this 50 here. This is the 5 minutes, so let's see what happens, guys. Let's look at the 15 right quick. I'm seeing a level right here at 720.75. I got you. So I'm looking at right here, 722.77, guys. I'm gonna wait till it hits this 50. I'm gonna wait till it hits this 50 on this. See if we can get a bounce off of that. If we can't, then I'm gonna keep my eyes on this Stochastics. I'm gonna keep my eyes on the MACDs. So let's just wait and see what happens, guys. I'm just gonna wait, fellas. I'm not gonna make any movements just yet, or I'm not gonna add no more. I see a bounce from 650 on demand. 650. Okay. Let's see where I got it. I have it at right here. That's what I'm saying. This is a 50 here on the 60-minute, guys. This is a 50 on the 60. That's what I want to see a bounce off of. But if we go below this 50 here and we close below here and retest that and it closes below that again, then I will be entering shorts. So we want to wait and see what happens, guys. Um, I might actually just if it comes back to my break even, I might actually just get out of this one and just enter a better entry because this entry was at the middle of its range. I should have entered like down here. This was at a middle of its range, guys. So if you're looking at the MACDs, we do have this crossover here. I want to see more volume. I want to see this pull back up. I want to see a spacing between the MACD and the signal line to go to the upside, guys. Let's look at the 5. See if we can reach back to that 7. If it crosses that 7 here, then I'll enter long positions as well more. Or not more, I'm gonna go ahead and get out, fellas. I don't know what happened there. Oh, I was. Pay attention to the quantities that you have, guys. What are your ribbons set at? 7, 21, and 50, guys. All this stuff is for free now, so I would go ahead and pay attention to what I'm saying. I do use 721. And the 50, guys, if it goes above this 50 here and it closes and retests that 50, I want to see the MACDs cross over this 21 to the upside. I want to see it go above this 50, and I will be going long positions, guys. Because let's see, if we're looking at the 60-minute, we did have sort of like a bounce off of here, but I'm still seeing this probably coming back down, guys. So you want to be careful. You really do. So let's see if we can, if it touches this 21 on the 3, let's see if we go back down. If we go back down, I'm entering long positions again. Let's see if it touches this 21. Let's see if it touches this 21. I will not be here at market open, so um, but I'll try my best to do what I can, guys, to give you an idea. So what I'm looking at right now is bounce off this 50, coming back up. We still are above this positive 0 on this histogram. We do have volume to the downside. I want to see these volume get shorter and shorter as we go. I'm using MACDs and stochastics, but I'm not going to disclose what other ones I'm using, guys. Um, also, too, another tip, like I was telling everybody, have other platforms open like Fidelity and Webull. You will be seeing wicks. I do see a wick on QQQ, and I see it all the way up to 475.28, which tells me that we might be heading up today. Um, it just really depends on what happens, guys. It really depends on whether we get. We've already bottomed out on the stochastics on the 15. If you're looking at the 1 hour, we've getting close to the bottom on the stochastics as well. So use that as reference, guys. Use these as zones, these fair value gaps as they call it, or whatever. However you use these meanings, guys. Just use these resistance and support levels, guys, on all time frames. Don't just use one time frame or two. Use all of them. All right, you see that? We're coming back down again. Let's see what happens, guys, in the 1 minute. All right, I'm gonna wait for another pushback down here, guys. I'm gonna wait for it to, if it does go even lower than this, guys, I'm gonna re-enter. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait, guys. It looks like we are having a push back up, but I just want to wait just to make sure that this here, if we do have a trend line, I want to make sure that it doesn't cross that level right there, guys. Especially looking at this right now, because this MACD can come down to this signal line, and that the way it would look like is this would come all the way back down here for a new zone, for a new what do you call it? Let's see what happens, guys. So yeah, today, guys, I'm long today. I'm long today. So if just depends on what the news is saying, just react to the price or react to whatever you're trading. React to that. It's not it's just because I say I feel long doesn't mean it's going to be that way. It really depends on what these firms are going to do. It really depends on whether or not the algorithms are listening in to some kind of news and then, they're buying in or buying, selling off. So, but I am going to be long today, just based off of what I see on the technicals, guys, right here on this 50, on this 50, guys. So I am long today, guys. I am seeing this. If you're watching this MACD, let me see if y'all can see it. If you're watching this MACD right here, we do have a spread between the MACD and the signal lines. Um, I want to see this volume bar. This is the 15-minute. I want to see this volume bar get shorter and shorter. So if you do see another volume bar that's shorter than this, then I would look for long positions. Why do I get best viewers? It says best viewers on, and then they give me a what up, Stung? I see you. I see you, brother. All right, guys. So I will be looking for long positions. Let's see what happens, fellas. All right, so if this MACD crosses this zero, and this is on the 12, 26, and 9, guys, I'm making it easy for y'all, but I have a different setting. Um, but I'm reading it off of this one just to so y'all could see what I'm seeing is if this keeps the same momentum and we are heading up, we are seeing if we do see more volume up here, then I would verify to see if this trend line is valid. If it's valid, then I would go ahead and put a long position in, but on the bottom side. Don't put it in the middle. Don't put it close to the top for a breakout because it can break out and then come back in the zone. So wait for the bottom and then get in. Okay. See this 3 minute, we're steady here at negative 9.11, guys. We're steady at negative 9.11. I want to see the stochastics keep riding up positive. So let's see what happens here. Dana, welcome. Jay, welcome. Sean, Bass, Cycle, welcome. Welcome to the stream, fellas. To the stream. Not streams. Welcome to the stream, guys. This stuff is free, guys. For now, it's free. Um, but even if I do, whenever I do get the website done and over with, guys, it's just going to be a 1099 charge. It's not even, it's nothing like this stuff is just to watch live video, live trading is only 1099, guys. But for now, it's free. So last night I did make about 200 and something dollars, and yeah, 224.50, guys. So all right, let's see if this is either a fake out or a breakout. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if we break out. If we break out of this zone again and come back down, I will be entering long positions, guys. Look for setups, fellas. If anybody, if y'all see anything that I'm not seeing, please feel free to tell me, guys. I'm not, we're here to help each other out, okay? We're here to help each other out with family. As retail traders, we need to try to beat these hedge funds. All right, guys, let's see if we're going to break out. If we do break out, then I'll be buying at the bottom. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait, fellas. I'm going to wait. We're getting close. Let's look at this 60. We're about to touch this 50, guys. I'm about to make a move, guys. Let's see what happens. I mean, you can enter here at this range, but you're going to have to wait then for a bit. Let's see if it breaks out of this range, guys. So right now, I'm not sure if it's valid or not. Let's see what happens, guys. Let's look at the 5. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to see if it breaks out. If it breaks out, then I'm going to be getting out, guys. Or we can actually set a and go ahead and set a position here, but this would be like a top of a range right here. If it was to come down further, that would be the top of this. It would have to break out of this range in order for us to be in profit. So let's be careful here, guys. All right, so I don't know if this trend line's still valid. We have to wait and see, guys. We have to wait and see. I don't want to reach at the top of a range either. This would be at the top of a range too. If this trend line right here is what it's saying it is, this would be the top of a range. I do not want to get into that just yet. So you have to look at it like that too. I wanted to wait and see if we can break, guys. There we go. Come on, break it, break lower. We can set a position here, but I mean, it's risky here, guys. It's risky because this thing can still come smashing down all the way down to this 50, guys. All the way past this 50 into this zone. We have to be careful, guys. I'm out, guys. I'm out. I am out, fellas. I'm gonna wait for another position. I'm gonna wait for another long position, guys. I'm gonna wait till it breaks even further. So this trend line is not valid. This trend line is not valid, guys. Not yet. Stock bull trader, what's going on, brother? Making any money today? Making any money this morning, pre-market? All right, guys. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see what happens. It looks like we can break out of this range. If it does break out of this range, no trades yet. I got you. I'm up 230 as of right now. I called it last night. I was watching this 60-minute last night and I was looking at this 50 and watching the this MACD here. I want to see a bounce off this 50. Is this what you're seeing, brother, or what are you seeing? Um, let's see if we can help, other retailer traders or soon to be traders or beginner traders. Um, what we're looking at. I want to be able to help everybody. So let's see if we can break this. If we break this to the downside, then I'll be entering long positions, guys. But I want to see this MACD crossing over again, the signal line, and I want to see the stochastics going up as well. So if we do get another bounce down, I will be entering a long position, guys. Oh gosh, man. Oh God. Hey, we're here to help, brother. We're here to. Hey, you too, brother, man. Hey, man. Thanks for hopping in, though. Thanks for hopping in. That's pretty cool. Hey, guys, go check out Stock Bull Trader, guys. I'm taking y'all. Y'all go ahead and join. Some of y'all join his live at 9:30, guys. I'm not gonna be on, guys. I'm not gonna be on. I'm gonna be on here until 9:10, and then I'm gonna be off. And hopefully by next week I'll be at my trading desk. So, all right, guys. So we are having. Let's see if we can get an actual pull down, and I'll be entering into a long position. And I'm gonna scrape off some like $2 or $3. By the way, how much you make? Uh, just off of this one trade, like $5. But from last night, I traded at 6. Currently, I'm between 50 to 80K. Holy, oh, yearly. I'm not making as much as you are. I'm telling you that. I'm just, I, geez, that's a lot of money, bro. Just yesterday, I'm up $230. Yeah, I'm not nowhere near where you're at, brother. Nowhere. I'm a brokey, man. The only thing I'm really good at is technicals. That's the only thing I do is just technicals. So, all right, guys. So we're coming back up. Let's see what happens. I want to see the stochastics, the stochastics come up. If we do get another breakdown, I'll be entering into a long position, guys. I'm not. I'm just gonna wait. But are you probably have subscribers, don't you, brother? Unless that's your own money. Yeah, technical guys. We got it. We got another technical analyst in here, guys. Go check out Stock Bull Trader. Yeah, I have a mentor that mentors me. He works at a firm and he tells me not to get in the charts, but I swear I swear by it. I swear by technicals, man. But he puts me in my place sometimes, about, doing economics and macros and micros and stuff like that, economics, and I just can't, man. My brain is not I get too overloaded. So but also guys, like I was saying earlier, go check out Crocker Capital LLC. He's a good friend of mine. Um, he's also one of my mentors. Um, so check him out as well. He's really good. If y'all are into long-term investments, guys, and y'all want somebody to manage that for you, he manages about $3.9 million, guys, in portfolios. Or I think no, I think it was 9.6 or 3.9 million, something like that. Yeah. Um, he also gives out really good detail videos every single day. It is Crocker Capital LLC. It's on TikTok, guys. He's a really good friend of mine. So let's see what happens, fellas. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna get into anything just yet. I will be here until 9:10, and then I'm gonna be out of here, guys. I got too much work that I have to do. All right, guys. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna see this setting cross over this 21 on the 1 minute, and see what happens. We do have a wick on QQQ at 475.28. So if you want to get into some calls, you can get into some calls at I would say around 473 calls on options. But I do see a wick up there. I'm gonna try to see if I can get my buddy that works at a firm here in North Carolina, uh, Crocker Capital. He's out of Florida, and my other buddy, he's here in North Carolina. I met him in the military, so he's a great guy, good friend of mine. But all right, let's see what happens here, guys. I want to see QQQ go above that 50. Right now we're at that 21 on the 1 minute. So let's see what happens, guys. We already bottomed out on that 5 minute, guys. So I want to see it move up. Looks like we might be able to. So I'm going to go ahead and put a long position here, guys. Come on. Come on down just a little bit. I'm going to wait, fellas. I will be getting into a long position though. Damn it. I'm going to wait, guys. All right. Let's see what we do. I find technicals to be very hard for the QQQ. Are you mainly using trend lines? No, man. I'm using every single resource that I can use. And I've changed my settings for the MACD, stochastics, and everything else. I perfected mine, brother. I perfected mine. So, yeah. This is at the top of the range, guys. This is not a good entry here. It would be a good entry if it was down here, but this is the top of the range. You don't want to do that. I changed my settings. So if you see me enter into a position that doesn't make any sense, there's a reason why. Um, but I'm gonna wait for this one, guys. I'm gonna hold this position here, and then let's see what's going on the. We need a pullback to this 7 here on the 15. We need a good pullback on this 7 or up to this 21 at 704. This could be a top of the range, guys, so this is not a good area to be at. This is not a good area to be at. Technicals, I find it fairly easy on technicals with the QQQs. Um, I know like fair value gaps and everybody using fair value gaps and stuff like that, but it's crazy if you're just going to base your stuff off of fair value gaps. That's like, what is it? I've heard ICT trading or something like that, strategies or something. It doesn't always work, guys. You have to read the full story. It's not just fair value gaps only. It's not just trend lines. I know I've seen Tori trades. She based her stuff off of trend lines, but I haven't got into her stuff like, I don't know, but from what I've seen her videos, it's basically nothing but trend lines. I just don't know how, I mean, I think that that'll just work on like swing trades, but it doesn't always work, guys. You have to look at other areas as well. Meta will pay a dividend of zero point 0.5 per share on the payable date, which is 9/26, guys. I'm gonna hold this position, fellas. I'm seeing volume coming up here on this 1 minute. I'm seeing the MACD separated here. I'm seeing the stochastic still rising, but it really just depends, guys. It really just depends on what happens here. I want it to reach up to this 50 right here, guys. I want it to reach up this 50. If I'm reading this correctly, I should be right. But but I'm gonna go ahead and get out because I'm a G like that. I don't wait, guys. I don't wait. I don't have much money to be playing the waiting game, like yeah, that's a little run up, but on MNQs is not really a lot. Um, but you're walking down the street, you find a quarter, you're gonna pick it up. So I'm gonna pick up my quarters, guys. I'm not waiting for a big paycheck because you don't see a big check out. You can't just cash it. So I'm gonna just wait. But anyways, guys, all right, if y'all see this thing come back up, you're seeing a lot of volume here. If you see any kind of reversal on the stochastics right here, anywhere here on the stochastics, we're coming back down, guys. So I'm gonna wait for another little pullback and then I'll get into a long position, guys. I'm gonna wait till if it does drop all the way down here again. I'm gonna wait for a pullback and then like I said, guys, I've changed my settings. I don't use the traditional 12, 26, and 9, guys. I've changed my settings, so if I were y'all, I would go to Wikipedia, read on the MACDs, and read carefully because it'll tell you right there. It'll tell you. It won't tell you to change your settings, but it will tell you like what the settings are for. So I would use Wikipedia, guys, and look that up. That's all I'm going to say about that. You got to do research, fellas. You got to do research. Let's wait for a good pullback, guys. And I want to see the stochastics come on down. If not, we can still get this good pull up, but let's just verify first. Gypsy, what's going on? Drive, drive and dive. Welcome. Unicorn, welcome. Ruben, welcome. Devin. I'm trading MNQs. I want to see a pullback. I want to see the pullback. Um, watch the stochastics, guys. Watch the stochastics on the 1 minute. I've changed my settings on the stochastics as well, guys. So watch the pullback. But I am looking for long positions, guys. If you're watching this 60 right here, I want to see it hold above this 50, fellas. I want to see it hold above this 50 on the 60 minute. Watch this 1 minute. If the stochastics, so we're at the top of the range here on the 1 minute, guys. Be careful here. Be careful around this range, guys. Be careful around that range. We have another range here. So if I were to get into a range, guys, I would get it right down here. I would enter here, guys. I would enter right down here. Or at least somewhere between there, and I would enter somewhere between here and here, guys. This is where I would enter. Or actually, let's make it tighter because I would enter right there, guys. That's my ideal entry, would be right here. If it does blow through here, I'll be entering a long position on the downside. So it comes up like this. It blew through here. If you would have gotten up in here, it would have still came up. Look at that. Same thing right here. If you would have gotten right at the bottom, it would have still came up. You would have just had to wait a little longer. Let's see what happens, guys. Let's see if we can get a pull back down. The stochastics is coming down. I want to see this MACD touch this 50 here, or touch this signal line, and bounce back up. So if we can do that, if not, that's cool. That's great. I just missed an opportunity. That's fine. I'm I'm I am I am okay with that. I'm not missing any kind of profits. I'm not in a trade. I'm not losing money, so I'm good. And I'm already up 233 from last night. So y'all have to be able to make a choice, a decision of how much you want to make. You got to make it realistic, guys. If you want to make $200 a day, you want to make $50 a day, make it realistic and go for that goal. If you have a $2,000 account that you're using, your goal should be about $20 to $50 a day. That's it. No more. Don't try to maximize your profits because you're going to end up liquidating your account because then you're going to start adding more contracts, adding contract. That's a good way to just, to not have any more money, guys, and be broke. So this is the top of the range, guys. Let's be careful here. I want to be at the bottom of the range going up. So let's see what happens, fellas. All right, let's see what we do, guys. Let's wait right here. Cuddle me, cuddle me, Timber. Thanks for being in the thanks for being top viewer. Sebastian and Leroy, thanks for being in there. All right, guys, I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna enter a long position down here. Actually, we can actually enter here for a long position, guys, and see what happens. Even if it does break down, I'm still gonna wait. I'm gonna go ahead and get out, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get out just because I want to be safe. If it blows through this, I'm gonna call it a zone. I'm not even gonna call it a fair value gap because it's not. And that word was just made up. So when if it blows through this zone, um I will be getting into a long position on the bottom of it, not in it, but on the bottom. And I'm reading this, like I said before, I want this green touching the signal line. I want to see the stochastics bottoming out on the downside. And once the stochastic starts to reverse back, you like to do range trading and is Rivian a good stock? What do you mean by range trading? I mean, I can look at, are you talking about like, I've actually made some money off of Rivian. Let's look at Rivian. You're talking about buying the bottom and let it, how much are you planning on putting in? Like if you're gonna do a little bit of money, then let me look at, oh, okay, okay, I got you. Um, with $1,500, I'm thinking, well, if you want to buy Rivian, I would wait. I think at 13 right now is at 1350, 1341. I'm thinking Rivian would be a good price. There is a gap and it kind of got filled to the downside, and there's still, I think there still could be more potential to the downside, but I would wait until Rivian gets at least to like 12 bucks, 12.90, 12.80 around that area, around that area. Um, because it looks like from the technical side, it looks like it does want to come back down to that 12 area zone. But I mean, you can buy it now and you'll be fine. Just hold it. I mean, stocks usually go up either way. You know, they go up, they come down, they go up. But in the long term, if you're going to hold it, might as well just hold it for a year or two. You bought it at 12.80. Yeah, I would wait for another push down and buy it again. On Friday, I got at 13. Yeah, don't sell. Don't sell, just wait. And yeah, that's the problem with people is like they get too scared. You own stocks. You own stocks. It's not going to go to zero, you know. Especially Rivian. Um, I don't know too much about the company. I don't go into details with these companies. Like, I'm a technical analyst, so I don't. Do you do long term or day? I just do intraday. I get in and get out. That's all I do. And I do actually. If you want to learn more, I have a good friend of mine. He does long term stocks and stuff like that. If you look up Crocker Capital LLC on TikTok, he's a good friend of mine. He that's a good person to go to. He's like he's like the number one guy. He manages like I forgot either 9.6 or $3.9 million of funds. He's a really good friend of mine. Just head over just text him or and just say Pedro sent you. Um yeah, or just email him and said Pedro sent me here and just ask him questions and he'll give you his opinions. So, yeah, for any of y'all, for anybody that wants to learn more about any kind of long investments, guys, just go over to Crocker Capital LLC on TikTok and just say Pedro sent me. So that way, he knows that, um, where his stuff is coming from. Because I told him that I would be, you know, not advertising, but I would be, telling people to go over there because he's really good at that stuff, guys. He gives out videos every single day. This guy works hard on research every single day. He's a good friend of mine. The other one that works at a firm, he doesn't really say much. He calls me uh pretty much every Friday, but and we talk about stuff, but I might be able to get him on sometime this week. I might be able to. What up, Salcedo? What up, brother? All right, guys, so it did come down. I want to see the Sarcastics. Like I said, I want to see the Sarcastics bounce back up and see if we can get into a long position, guys. This is the bottom of a range, right? Or actually, let's just wait and see what happens, guys, because, all right, so we are coming back up. I don't want to get to the top of a range just yet. I'm gonna go ahead and bounce in. I'm just gonna bounce in just in case. Let's look at this 60, guys. It's touching this 50, guys. Now, if you're coming and and joining me and stuff and thinking you're gonna make $1 million, that's not gonna happen, guys. I'm out. I'm out, guys. I'm out. Um, oh snap! It's already 9:15. All right, guys. I am done for today. I am sorry I am not able to stay on for market open. Um, if if y'all want to, y'all can follow my Discord. I really don't know how to work that thing, but it's man of many trades for my Discord if you want to be a part of the community. I will, like, if I have time, I'll call out shots on there, and it's free. There's nothing, no subscription or anything like that. CSOS Nasdaq. Um, y'all can look me up at Man of Many Trades on Discord. I think that's how it is, and just join. And then if I have time today, I will call out anything that I can. But look for long positions, guys. Look at this 60. We want to see a bounce off this 60. I want to look for a long position. And then if it goes below this 50, guys, and it holds below this 50, look for shorts, right? If we get a massive candle down, look for shorts. If let's look at this 15, guys. All right, so once the stochastics cross over, I want to see it touch. I want to see the MACD touch this 50, guys. So, all right, fellas. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys and ladies. I'm sorry, ladies and gents. I have to get off now. I'll be on the same time tomorrow, and I will let y'all know. I'll be on at around, let's say 8 o'clock, and then I will do my stuff, and then y'all can make y'all decision based off, what's going on. But okay, so right now what I'm seeing is I want to see this thing come above this 50. We got to get out of this range, guys. We have to get out of this range in order to pull up, right? Got to get out of that range. And I want to see it touch this 50, guys, on the 3 minute. Touch the 50. Okay. And then on the 15, look at the 15. I want to see it touch this 21 here. So at 707.50, we do have a wick. We do have a wick all the way up to 475.26 on the Q. So it might go all the way up there, guys. So just pay attention. Just pay attention to that, fellas, ladies and gents. All right, fellas. I'm in the stream now. I'll be back on tomorrow around 8 o'clock, and I will see y'all tomorrow.